Presentation on Richard Ramirez, aka the Night Stalker. Richard was born in Texas in 1960, and he was the fifth child of Mexican immigrants Mercedes and Julian Ramirez. His cousin Miguel also played a very large role in his life, and we'll get to that soon. His parents, and mainly his father, were very physically abusive throughout Richard's childhood. He developed epilepsy at an early age, and because he reportedly sustained multiple head injuries, and after he was knocked unconscious by a punch at age 5, he began experiencing the epileptic fits. His life before he started killing, while Richard was still in school, he took a job at a local Holiday Inn. There he would use his key card to rob sleeping guests. Ramirez was fired when a guest found him in his hotel room trying to rape his wife. Getting into crime, this is where we start talking about his cousin. Richard was highly influenced by his older cousin Miguel, who had recently returned from fighting in the Vietnam War. They smoked marijuana together, as Miguel told Richard about how he tortured and mutilated several Vietnamese women. He also showed Richard pictures of his victims. At age 13, Richard witnessed Miguel murder his wife, thus starting Richard's life of crime. Richard's first known murder, in June of 1984, Richard raped and murdered 79-year-old widow Jenny Vincow. But it just came out a few years ago that his DNA had also been tied to the rape and murder of a 9-year-old May Linda Lung on April 10th, 1984. Number of killings from spring of 1984 to August of 1985, Richard killed at least 14 people and raped and tortured at least a dozen more. And it's hard to see, but this picture down low is just a bunch of confirmed his victims. His MO, this is just an example of it. On March 27th, 1985, Richard murdered 64-year-old Vincent Zazara and Zazara's 44-year-old wife, Maxine. The way he attacked them was very similar to the rest of his victims. He always shot any men in the house with a .22 caliber handgun. And so he shot Vincent first, then brutally assaulted and raped Maxine, then eventually stabbing her to death. However, in this case, he did do something different, and he did gouge Maxine's eyes out. His MO continued. Richard was deemed the Night Stalker because he would sneak into people's homes late at night. And one thing that Richard was known for doing is forcing his victims to swear their allegiance to Satan, and he would carve satanic pentagrams on their bodies before raping and killing them. Richard was finally arrested on August 31st, 1985, when a gang of mob members recognized him and almost killed him. Number of counts charged. On September 20th, 1989, the jury returned a unanimous guilty verdict on 43 charges, including 13 counts of murder, 5 counts of attempted murder, 11 sexual assault charges, and 14 burglary charges. The same jury recommended the death penalty on 19 counts. Richard was sentenced to death in the gas chamber on November 7th, 1989, but he was sent to prison in California, where he died in 2013. After being given the death penalty, Richard looked at the jury and said, "Hey, big deal. Death always comes with the territory. I'll see you in Disneyland." Thank you.